the brain trust from somewhere else, who cares if
Right.
it's still in our best interest?
And I mentioned the county's program. The city of LA also has an effort to
I'm familiar.
bring some of those to the local regions. You know, before the landfills tend to be in one area of Los Angeles, and people around those landfills are like, you know what, we don't want to be the dumping ground of
NIMBY.
the whole city, exactly. And so the
My
city's looking
backyard.
into that project as well. I can tell you that a group of individuals, maybe from the county or from maybe even the city, travel to various locations. I don't know where they went. I know they went to Europe, several places in Europe. I don't know if they went to Japan or China or wherever else they have these, maybe even Brazil. But they looked at the technologies that were taking place, that were already in place in these other regions, and then they came back and made recommendations to their leaders.
So we have the resources to get them to this technology in Brazil. There's one in Campo Grande, Salvador, and where else? Sao Paulo. There's 3 beta projects that are underway, basically proving out the claims of this particular technology. And there's a lot of interest politically in Brazil, and there's no interest to come to the United States. Why? And the reason is very simply that it's daunting. Trying to get in there, you know, you got, in essence, quasi-monopolies with respect to the waste management or waste disposal industry. You've got big money involved, and it's just hard to break into that kind of thing, even if there's merit. You understand? If there's merit, it's hard. And unless you do it properly and with proper representation, then it's going to be slapped back silly. Take example of electric cars. We went the early run at electric car basically got squashed by big autos. You know?
Money always has a way in our country to be the heavier
The
weight,
actual
unfortunately.
manufacturers were bought up and didn't spend.
Yeah.
We met with several of the people in industry, the various waste haulers or processing facilities, and you know, they told us that they're looking into conversion technology. So hopefully they're looking at that as, you know, again, an avenue, whereas maybe before they were resisting, maybe now they're more open to considering those technologies. So.
You know, what's too bad historically, just, and I can only speak for the United States though, that, you know, again, things being money driven, but when they realize, you know, whether it's solar or wind, that all these things that this is really a great idea, but what drives, you know, the oil and the bad gas, that ends up having more teeth, and it's hard to get away from that. And you can imagine, actually, if we just stopped having gas today or oil, that it would hurt us economically too. So even though you know this is probably a better way to go, where it's hard to really get the process going that quick because of
If you stop and think
economics,
of
which is
what
too
our
bad.
obligations are morally,
right,
to implement it, you can't do it by yourself.
right.
You've got to have some sustainable effort. I mean, I got to eat. I've been eating well.
But yeah, but it's tough.
The fact
isn't
is,
it?
I can't go out there and not have some sort of an income. You know, I'm doing this
Right.
because
And so it can't happen overnight.
yeah, I do architecture. I don't do trash. Well, maybe some people look at my architecture in a different way, but still in all, I mean, in today's society, for something to maintain itself, it has to have an economic engine of some sort, whether it come from public funding or it come from private enterprise.